Hey y'all, it's me, Amanda, the Lazy Stitcher, and I'm doing finally a Stitchy update. It's a little... I'm laughing because I filmed a Stitchy update in October, still haven't posted it. Like, it's even edited and everything. I don't know. I just forget to post things, I forget to edit. I'm a big ol' messy mess, which anyone who knows me knows that. But that's okay. I mean, it's not really okay, but like, it's okay in the sense that, like, is my updating you all on my Stitchy progress a critical national, like, thing? No. But it is something that I actually do like to do, believe it or not. So, let's go ahead and show you guys my Stitchy progress. I think I have everything. Who knows? But we're gonna go with it, okay? And I also have purchases, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about various topics. But first, let's just do the stitching. Get right on into it. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is my progress on Sleepy Hollow by the Cricut Collection, which looks like this. It's ginormous, very long. I'll just show it for a moment here. Right? It's so cute. This was given to me by my friend Kelly Bell. So, let me show it to you. And that's where I left off. I worked on this for all of October. And I did okay. This isn't as much progress as I would have liked. I had wanted to finish Ichabod, and I wanted to get moving into, I forget which building is here, but I wanted to get over there, right? And then at the end, I'll go the other way. I like to work, on most pieces, I like to work upper left hand corner. Now this piece was custom cut and dyed for me from, I think it's Fabrics by Jim now, formerly Silk Weavers. So I didn't feel comfortable assuming the margin on this one, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm gonna start in the middle to make absolutely sure. Not that I don't trust him. It's not that. It's that, you know, I just wanted to make absolutely sure I wouldn't mess this one up. So yeah, I'm not the happiest with that progress, but it's progress. I do love this piece of fabric. I forget what color. When I say custom, it's not like he made a new color for me. We went with a color that he had, but it matches the picture remarkably well. It's just a little bit lighter looking. And I mean, it's really perfect. I'm so happy with it. I worked on this one with my scroll frame. It has giant bars to work on this. I don't really like working with my scroll frame, but I mean, it's huge. And in terms of practicality, it makes sense to work on it with the scroll frame. I'm just being a little, I don't know. I'm trying to get used to it. It's better at my new house than it was the old house. We'll say that much. Okay, next one am I going to show you? So, I went to the Stitch New England retreat. I'm pretty sure that the retreat hadn't happened by my last video. So, I have a finish. I finished this at the retreat. This has been my retreat stitch for a while now because it's one color. So, you know, works really well for retreat stitching. This is Miss Mary Mac by La Di Da. And there she is. She is on 36 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. Oh my god, I just found a thread with a needle on it. I was probably wondering where you went, my friend. Past Amanda was really confused, I'm sure. So anyway, isn't she lovely? Very quirky. And I love it. So I accidentally moved this down by like 2 stitches, which is not good. But it made it work, and it doesn't look bad. And even compared to the other side, I don't think it matters that much because she's kind of quirky and weird herself, so I think it's okay that she's not perfect. But I love her, and I'm happy she's done. Who knows when I'll ever turn her into something. You know, I've been making, I guess we'll call it New Year's resolutions. I prefer goals, but like, it's New Year's resolutions. Let's be realistic here. And I didn't think to make any about like fully finishing things, but I do need to start working on that. I have the stuff in this house. So, and this house also has a basement that I could use. I'm hoping to eventually make our guest room into like half craft room, you know what I mean? But right now it's just not. Right now our guest room is holding a bunch of stuff. Not just crafting stuff because we've got like family pictures and stuff. Anyway, I could work in the basement here though if I wanted to because the basement here is nice. It's a nice basement. It's not spooky and gross like the old basement. So I don't really have a good excuse. I need to just try my hardest to like get the inspiration to fully finish some stuff. But anyway, next I've got Night Walked Down by the Blue Flower. Night walked down the sky with the moon in her hand. Oh, I love this one. Now, I'm doing this on, I believe it's 36 count earthen by Picture This Plus. I don't have a ton of progress. I worked on this at the retreat as well. And this is what I got. Now, isn't she lovely? I got some good progress at the retreat. This is only the second time I've worked on her. So, you know, oh, wrong way. Just border at this point. Now, I ran into a problem. One of the colors in here was a limited edition color, so I was not able to get it. I was given a bunch of specialty threads, so I decided to go through them and find one that worked. And I found one that was a pretty good match. There's a problem though. The problem is, I didn't think about the fact that this piece is huge. It's absolutely ginormous. I will need several skeins to finish this border, right? I wasn't thinking about the fact that I would need several skeins to finish this border, and I only have one. And it's, of course, also a limited edition that I picked to replace it. It's not like one you can easily get a hold of. Or it's like a dyer that like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get more of this thread. So I found the closest I could and bought a bunch of them. I think, what did I end up buying? Oh, this. Classic Colorworks Tartan Plaid was the best I could find. And I'll show you the one that I was using. Oh yeah, see, I've got it right here. It's hand dyed by Jessica Burr, 6-strand sweets. Now, of course, you can't fully, you know, it's the lighting. It's pretty close. This is the best I could find. Now, I think what I'm going to do, and this was Lynette's suggestion, I'm going to do like 1 strand of each, or I'm going to do one on the bottom, one on the top, you know what I mean? I was thinking of doing something like that, and I think it'll work. I think it'll be fine. We're going to make it work. And the thing is, we all know I'm lazy. I'm not going to pull this out. I'm just going to make it work somehow, and I'm not too fussed about it. It's going to be fine. But yeah, you know you should plan things a little better, yeah. And by you, I really mean me. Okay. I also did a new start while I was there. I started A Mother Is by Primrose Cottage, and what it says on here is a mother is your first friend, your best friend, your forever friend. Because I love my mom. We're very, very close. She is my buddy. And so I want to stitch this. I started this for her. Haven't touched it since, but that's okay. That's okay. I grabbed colors for this one that I already had. So they're not the called for colors, but in this case, it's not as big of a deal because it's a small, this isn't that big. I'm going to have enough. So this is what I managed to do at the retreat. I think that's decent. And I have more to tell you about the retreat. Oh, and this is Amanda's staple. 28 count Monaco. I think, is this the off-white? That's my favorite. I forget what they call it. What color, but my favorite. I love Monaco. It's a solid even weave, you know? It's a good fabric. Okay. So those are the 3 pieces I worked on during the retreat. And then I came home and and for the rest of October, I worked on Sleepy Hollow. And then after that, it was Christmas. During November, I like to work on Christmas ornaments. So I worked on ornaments. These are all Mill Hill kits this year. I forgot to get the ornament edition of just cross stitch. I almost always do that. I almost always get that. I just kind of blanked and didn't get it. It's not the end of the world because it was a good time. I liked getting the Mill Hill kit. I love Mill Hill kits. They're cute. They're easy to finish too. I haven't turned them into ornaments. I forget what these are all called. If you need to know, I'll let you know. So this one's for my mom. It's a cute little snowman and a snow globe. Isn't he precious? I did finish that. I actually finished it, you know, on time. Well, not really. But before I do my Christmas stitching that is not ornaments. Precious. And then that's for my mom. All right, my husband's home. I'll try to still act natural and pretend he's not here. This one's for my son. He really is into old-fashioned things. So he loves candle lanterns. So it's a candle lantern. Isn't that cute? Of course, again, not turned into an ornament. But I think it's really cute. And he's happy about it. And then lastly, where did I even put the snowman? That's so weird. Did I like bring it into the bathroom when I was coughing? I didn't finish the one for my daughter. I'm working on it. But I'll talk about that. I'll talk about my stitching feelings later. I got this one for her. Cat in the box. She likes kitties. And I'm here. Now, somewhere in here, I made a mistake. And I cannot for the life of me figure out what went wrong. I can't figure it out. I'm currently working around it. And fudging as much as I can possibly fudge. Because I cannot figure out what I did wrong. If I figured it out, I would actually rip it out. I know I'm lazy. But like, this is the kind of thing I wouldn't really want to fudge. Okay? But I can't figure this out. None of it makes sense. I dropped it on the floor. Okay. So those are my ornaments. But then, during December, so I do ornament in November, and then December I like to do an actual Christmas piece. Like something a little bit bigger. This one's not that big. Oh, I left the needle minder on it. Take it off. It can given by a friend. Oh. So anyway, I finished this cute winter robin. This one's by Victoria Sampler. I forget what this fabric is. It's a 28 count. I got it at the World in Stitches, and I don't remember what it is. But it's a 28 count. It's a nice fabric. But isn't he cute? Oh, we got a fabric threads here. But he's so cute. Obviously, I love robins because I named my son Robin. That took me 2 Christmases, essentially. I finished him early enough that I could have started my next Christmas piece, which is going to be like a Christmas truck. But I ended up deciding not to do that because I didn't have that much time left, and I decided instead I would finish Robin's ornament, which I did. And then Sammy's I started after Christmas. One last piece to show you. I started this, I forget when I started this, but this is what I'm working on right now. It's my focus piece, which is A Mermaid Sleeps Here by Stitcherovia or Emma Condon. Condon. I don't know. I can't say her last name right now. I'm sucking on it. But anyway. So I'm working on this right now. I have like maybe another week or so to work on it. I forget. Because I usually do 3 weeks and then I take a break, work on something else. But this is where I am on this one right now. This M is kicking my butt. It is taking forever just to stitch this M. I just want to be done with the M. I'm like, geez, this is going to take me forever. Come on, Amanda. But I'm trying. And that's where I am right now. See, look at my progress. Aren't I amazing?
Oh, you're the best.
And that's everything I've worked on. I went to the Stitch New England retreat, and I got goodies. So let me try to show you those goodies. I'm not going to show all of them. I'm just going to show you the stuff I purchased in the freebies. I was given goodies as well. It's not to be a jerk, and not because I didn't appreciate the goodies I was given. I very much did. It's just because I'm going to feel bad, because first of all, I'm probably going to forget who gave me what, and I don't mean, I try not to forget. But I'm not perfect, and I just can't remember everything, okay? So, I'll try to figure out, I can't even remember what I purchased versus what. Okay, I bought those. I think I bought that. I think the rest of these were freebies. I took way more freebies than usual. It's partly that I took them off the table, but also I think part of it was that Beth, lovely Beth, her friend had passed away and she had her friends cross-stitch to her patterns and all that stuff, and she gave away a lot of it at the retreat. And so I think a lot of these were her friends. I'll just show you. These are all freebies. And then I'll show you what I actually bought, which isn't a lot. Oh, I forgot. One of the things I bought was a bag. I'll try to remember to bring it over. So, number one, we got, this is called Foxglove House. Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Isn't that cute? The little Foxy at the house. I love it. He's so cute. Or she. Could be Lady Fox, Vixen. I think that's so cute. Now, I have plenty of charts. So, my feeling on it, though, is this. If it takes me forever to get to these, I will eventually just let them go. And that will be my philosophy. It's okay to let things go if I don't get to them. I mean, good luck actually doing that in reality, but that's what we're going with, okay? All right, next we've got Heartstring Samplery, Be Kind Always. I think that's cute, and I agree with that sentiment. for the most part. And then we have by Country Cottage Kids, Country Cottage Needleworks, Little Boy Blue. That one's small. I could actually bang that out pretty quick, couldn't I? If I actually like concentrate. Another by the same designer. Princess Parade. Aren't they cute? We'll see. Oh yeah. This is from Twin Peak Primitives, Twin Peak Santa 2020. Lynette pointed out to me that this is huge. He is. But again, I'm going to think about it. And if I'm like, you know what, no, just let him go. Let him go on another retreat, you know? Oh yeah, I got this one because my son plays piano, my husband plays fiddle. And I thought I might stitch those for them. But again, same thing. If my son stops playing piano, I'll just let this go. No, I'm just kidding. My husband could still do the fiddle. We'll see. I don't know. Oh yeah, and I got this because, again, my son loves old things. And I was like, oh god, this is perfect. It's like rusty old cars, bikes, tractor. I think that's so funny. Like, he would just love this. This is an old Stony Creek. I'm assuming it's old. It looks more old-fashioned. But they still look good. Like, why wouldn't... You know what I mean? Now, I don't know what the chances of me actually stitching one of these are. I feel like it's not that high. But again, they can be... I don't have to keep them... Oh! And Lynette grabbed this for me. And you'll see why in a minute. Bugs! Look at these love bugs. Handlebar stitcher. I love bugs. I do. I grabbed Baskets by Rosewood Manor. I love Rosewood Manor. That is super pretty. Is this huge? This looks huge. But it's like a bunch of little motifs. It'll be fine. We'll see. And then lastly, I have Pride and Prejudice from the Primitive Hare. Because I do love Jane Austen oh so much. Pride and Prejudice isn't my favorite Austen, but I mean, who doesn't love Pride and Prejudice? Come on. And I'll show you what I actually purchased. From the Artsy Housewife, I bought a bevy of festive beetles. Because I really do love bugs. I meant it. Yeah. I'm weird. Like, I just appreciate them aesthetically. And most bugs I'm pretty chill about in general. Like, if you don't bite or sting, we're cool. Or you're not, eating my garden. That's another, like, when I get a little grumpier. But even then, I don't hate the ones that eat stuff in my garden. I'm more, like, preventative about them, you know what I mean? I'm a little less kind, but I appreciate a good beetle, okay? And then I got, this is from Fine Frog Stitching. Princess Pondworthy. Look at her. Is she not amazing? She's so cute. And I think there's a prince too. I just didn't get him yet. So I love her. And lastly, from Hello, but from Liz Matthews, Flowers and Friends. This one's definitely like fall themed because I didn't notice this. I saw this online and I wanted it. I knew I wanted it, so it was kind of like on my like wish list, my short list of stuff to get. But I noticed later that there's little spiders and little webs. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. Again, Amanda and the Creepy Crawlies. And that's it. I got to realize, I think that's all I'm going to show you from the retreat. Because again, I have some other stuff. Oh, I have a bag. I'll get the bag. It's worth seeing the bag. I'll get it. So I was like, I'm going to get myself a Christmas bag. I really do want a Christmas bag or a Halloween bag. But and there was 2 Christmas bags, and I was trying to decide between them. And in the end, I got something not Christmas, because that's how it goes sometimes, you know what I mean? So I ended up getting this one. I love this. Because, so this is Lumion Pie. Is the design. That's the person for these bags. They look, they look Jane Austen-y, or like they're hanging out at Bridgerton or something, and like, I love it. I just think it's so pretty, and I couldn't. I was like, never mind, I guess we're going for not Christmas again. It is what it is. Eventually, someday, I might actually get a Halloween and a Christmas bag, because I always have a Halloween and a Christmas project on the go. I could actually use a bag for each holiday, but the heart wants what it wants. And it wanted fancy ladies. Okay. So, let's just chat. Let's cough. Let's cough really intensely and then chat. Okay. I went to the Stitch New England retreat and I had an overall lovely time. The reason I worded that way is I started to get kind of sick during the retreat. It was mostly I had this like horrendous runny nose. There were other symptoms, but the other symptoms didn't bother me as much. And I just stubbornly kept going. I was like, I'm not going to relax. I'm at a retreat and I'm having the most fun ever. And like, I'm not. And then finally, Saturday night, near the end of the retreat, after the raffle and like after, all that stuff, I was like really tired. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. I'm going early. I like left, called my husband and did like a FaceTime. And then my son was there too. And then I had everyone say hi and then I ran back to the room. I had a roommate for 2 of the nights, but not the third. It ended up working out well. Because guess what? I had COVID. For most of the retreat. And I exposed tons of people to COVID. So, yeah. I'm really sorry. If anybody went to that retreat and you ended up getting COVID, it was me. And I'm sorry because I just was convinced I was okay. I didn't think it was that bad. And I just kept barreling through. I was very stubborn that I wasn't that sick. And the good news is most of the people I spent time with, actually pretty much everyone I spent time with and talked to, as far as I know, didn't get sick, which is an absolute miracle that nobody I know of got sick. Now, I'm knocking on wood because someone could have gotten sick and I didn't know. I didn't hear about it. But I warned people afterward because I felt really shitty that I hadn't, it made me realize, just because I'm stubborn and think that I'm not that sick, blah, 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 it doesn't mean that you shouldn't take precautions, because you could get other people sick. And that's the big thing, That's my big takeaway. So I feel really bad about that. And again, I'm really sorry if you're somebody who was near me and if you got sick. Fortunately, my roommate didn't get sick, which is amazing. She was in a bed right near me all night. I don't think the people at my table got sick. As far as I know, I don't think anyone got sick. And again, it's possible somebody else did, but Thank goodness. So, again, I'm really sorry about that. Wow. Good job, Amanda. Very stubborn. I had COVID and I'm just like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just want to stitch and be with my friends. I'm fine. So, yeah. And then more recently, we all got bronchitis. My husband, my daughter. I'm pretty sure my son had it too, but he also had an ear infection. So we got different medicine than him. So yeah, that sucked too. So the coughing, it's after effects of the bronchitis. I'm pretty much better now, but again, I'm coughing a little bit. I'm not 100%. I'm still a little off, you know. Could be a lot worse. So that's a bit of a life update. Otherwise, the retreat was lovely. I had a really good time. I I actually ate out less, which is not like me. Normally, I eat out for like every meal when I'm at a retreat, you know, except for like breakfast. But this time around, I actually went to a grocery store and I ate in my room for most of the lunches, which was honestly, I'm glad I did that. Like, I saved money and time. It was kind of nice. Not the worst idea. I like to go out for dinner, well, most of the lunches. There was a lunch I went out. But anyway, um, I like to go out for dinner, but it was nice, like I said, to save some money. Otherwise, in terms of like stitching, I've just been kind of losing my desire to stitch. I was trying something new this year, and I'm gonna keep trying it. Normally, I read, like, so normally when I have a break or whatever, during, like, when I work cleaning and doing other stuff during the day and I take a break, I sit down and I read. It works out really well. But I was like, you know what, I decided I'm going to start stitching instead on a couple of days because I feel like I keep taking away time from stitching. I don't stitch on Friday nights because I do my nails, which it's Friday, the day that I'm actually filming this. Who knows when you're ever going to see it. But it's Friday, and my nails need to be done for sure. Like, they're pretty chipped. So don't judge. If you saw the chippy nails, please don't judge. It's the day that I do them, okay? Anyway, back to the point. I decided I would stitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays instead for my breaks. And that's what I've been working on Sammy's ornament. And then when the evening comes, I work on the larger mermaid piece. I figure when I actually finish her ornament, I'll just put all of the energy into the mermaid piece, right? Now, I just haven't been feeling it. Like last night, I just didn't want to stitch in the evening. And I did stitch a little bit, but I kind of bummed around on my phone more instead, which is not good. I don't know. I don't know why I don't want to stitch. I know that in the past, what really helps is the more I stitch, the more I want to stitch. I find that stitching makes me want to stitch. And if I don't stitch, I lose the desire to stitch entirely. And like, for example, of course, as a retreat, I always get a burst of energy to stitch. But I just haven't really been feeling it. I'm trying. And I figured I set my reading goal to be less because of deciding to spend more time stitching. I thought I would kind of allocate my time differently, but I'm still just not really feeling it. So that sucks, but it is what it is. I'm trying. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit stitching. Stitching's too important to me to just suddenly be like, I'm not going to stitch anymore. But I'm hoping that stitching more I'll get more desire to do it. And yeah, I don't know if I need to give a whole bunch of life update. I talked about the bronchitis. Things have been good for me personally. I love this new house. It has been so much better to be here. As you can see, there's still some stuff to put away. And our other house is still filled with junk. So I've been going through and I've been trying to focus more on that. I want to keep this house nice and clean, but there's a bit of a balance because it's like I really need to get the stuff out of that house, right? Like that needs to happen. But I also don't want this house to go completely like messy. So I'm experimenting with different ideas of how to make that work. Like I was thinking I'd focus on this house like 1 week out of the month, maybe the last one. I'd focus here to get the house nice and clean, and then otherwise more focus on getting the stuff out of the other house, but not completely. I can't let it go really bad here. You know what I mean? Like the kitchen has to stay clean, the laundry has to be put away. Just saying, vacuuming needs to happen. Please ignore. I do need a vacuum right now, so don't judge me too harsh, okay? Don't be too harsh. All right. But it's not as bad as it looks. Well, but it's not bad. Overall the house is pretty. It's a lot better than the other house was. I go back to the other house and I'm like really embarrassed for myself about how bad it is in there. But anyway, I'm hoping that once I actually get everything out of that house, I can start writing again, which is what I really want to do. So wish me luck. I believe. Deep down, I can do it, you know? Okay, this has been a long update. It'll be a lot more reasonable when I edit it, but I don't feel like I really need to talk about anything else. I think we're good. Hope you're all doing well, and bye-bye.